If you've spent any amount of time around the internet for the past year or two, you've probably heard about this new game called Animal Crossing New Horizons. For most people, surprisingly, this is their first Animal Crossing game they've ever played. For others, this is a new addition to a series that is absolutely beloved by its fan base. What makes this game so special? Is it the charming villagers? Is it the idea that you get to create a new town, city, or island and how you see fit? Is it because you can just enjoy fishing or catching bugs for hours on end with not a care in your mind? While there are many reasons people play Animal Crossing, some people tend to not realize why Animal Crossing is an important game that you should play in this day of age. In this day of technology, there are quite a lot of gamers who play a wide variety of games, with nearly everyone choosing to stay indoors compared to going outside to enjoy the sunshine, talk with neighbors, or even play at the park. Most people watching this video probably have never even met their neighbors, or they're too busy watching YouTube, Twitch, or playing games on their computer, choice of console, or well, even their phone. Most people watching this video probably can't even describe what their next door neighbor even looks like, how many kids live in the house, and what sort of people live next to them. Some people might even be too afraid to go knock on their neighbor's door and introduce themselves, as it might be weird or too strange to do. Yet, when you play Animal Crossing, don't you do exactly that? When you start the game, you introduce yourself to the other villagers, and as your island begins to grow, you begin to meet more and more villagers, some of which might be just like you in interests. Over time, you befriend the villagers, learn which villagers you absolutely adore, and which ones you despise. Ones you want to keep around forever, and ones you wish left for good. Yet, have you stopped to consider that each villager has a story? Some may act the way they do because of something that may have happened in their life that you don't know about because you judge them too quickly. When it comes time for them to move away, sure, you may be happy they are gone, yet when you talk to them, they say that they'll miss you. Do you second guess yourself? Some people don't, and that's perfectly fine. However, others stop and ponder, is there more to this character than I first thought? Let's go back to your neighbors. For those who have met their neighbors, have you ever found a neighbor that you hated only to learn more about them and learn to understand them? That kid down the road who keeps to themselves, who quietly cries every night for having no friends, yet you judge them for liking Fortnite. They could be someone who wants to just have fun with others. What about that family down the road you always hear yelling that your parents go over to tell them to be quiet or they'll file a noise complaint? Have you ever thought that maybe, just maybe, the yelling is because the father is stressed at work and the mother is worried they won't be able to care for their daughter because of lack of money and they work paycheck to paycheck? Now, you won't find anything, of course, that intense in Animal Crossing. However, you will find villagers you dislike for one reason or another, only for you to learn more about them and appreciate them more and more. Some may never be liked, and that's understandable. Not everyone can be liked, not everyone can be disliked. But like your neighbors, you should at least give them a chance. That's mostly focusing on the villagers you dislike, so for those of you who are living with your favorites, you might think that you have nothing to worry about, right? Right? Wrong. If Animal Crossing teaches anything besides the hardships of adult life and debt, thanks Tom Nook, but also in a fun animal-filled way, it's that friends come and go. Sure, in Animal Crossing New Horizons, you have your online friends coming to your island, you're having a blast, but what about those who play solo? You befriend your favorite villagers, you love talking with them, and you don't ever want them to leave, but then, what's this? They left? Why? But you talk to them every day, surely they won't leave. This must be some sort of joke. No, unfortunately, this game doesn't only teach people how adult life can work, and the joys of doing tasks you might not normally do in real life, as a lot of others will say, such as catching fish and bugs, but no, this game also teaches you the importance of moving on and never forgetting your friends. Now, new players to the series may not have had that happen to them yet, but rest assured, there will come a time where your favorite villager will leave. They'll send you a letter telling you how awesome it was to know you, and how you made their world that much brighter, yet circumstances cause them to have to move. You cry and feel sorrow that your favorite has moved out, and you want them back, yet they're unfortunately gone. For those who know their neighbors and have befriended them, does this sound familiar? Have you ever had a close friend move away? Someone you care about deeply? Yes? No? Regardless, this game teaches the players that sometimes people move away, and it's okay to feel sad, as in the end, they are happy that you affected their life in a positive way. Hopefully. So shouldn't you be happy that they are happy to have met you? Now, when you hear people talking about Animal Crossing, you hear about Tom Nook, debt, making bells, catching bugs, catching fish, building a town, getting Nook miles, etc., etc. Yet there are deeper lessons to be learned from a game about befriending animal villagers. You can enjoy all of the tasks and the completionist stuff in the game, or Tom Nook holding your dad high above your head. You can time travel and be bored of the game in a few weeks' time because you decided that this game wasn't worth getting to know better, and you just wanted to build a town. That's fine. But for those who continue to play the game, whether you're new to the series or a returning veteran, just remember, this game teaches you about life, whether you really think about it or not. You learn to love different types of villagers, and enjoy a life you may never get to experience in the real world. That is why Animal Crossing New Horizons is really an important game you should play.